All right. How y'all doing? This is Tyrell Ferguson Bay, Chief Ferguson Bay. And in this episode of Off Duty Grind, we have special guest, Chrishawn Smith. She's a senior chief in the U.S. Navy, and she's the founder of Anointed Royalty, and she's empowering women to trade their masks for a crown. How you doing, Chrishawn?
I'm doing good. How are you? I'm glad to be here. Glad to be here.
Thanks for coming on. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Yep, Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Oh, yeah. All right. So tell us a little bit about yourself and your time in the military.
All right. So originally from Compton, California, joined the Navy back in August of 2000. So been in about 20 years now, stationed at SurfPac here in San Diego. I'm a flag rider. So if anybody doesn't know what a flag rider is, it's the personal assistant to the flag and general officers. I like to call myself the brains of the operations to help them, but really it's really we're there to help them focus on the big picture, and we take care of the little things. So yeah.
All right. You say you're from Compton?
Yes, Compton.
It's tough coming up.
Yes.
I was just watching that movie.
What, Straight Outta Compton? Listen.
No, not that one. It's kind of like a scary movie. It's like the historical movie. I forget. Them. Is it them or us or something? I forget.
Okay. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
But you say you've been serving over 20 years?
Yep. So I hit 21 in August.
Yeah. Where all you been so far?
So everywhere. So I started out in Norfolk, Virginia. Did USS Ashland, LSD 48, then left there, went to TPU Norfolk, did staff duty on that side. Left TPU, did PCU Gridley, and then came back around, did the Ike, and then I became a flag rider. So from there, did CPRG, left there, went to Japan. From Japan, went back to... Where'd I go from Japan? Oh, California. From California to Germany, from Germany to DC, and DC back to California. And I'm coming up here soon in the next couple of weeks. I'll be leaving San Diego to go to Millington to be the detailer.
All right. Yeah, I think I went for a short period in Japan, in Yokosuka.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely. Yep. Absolutely.
So tell us a little bit about your business and what is Anointed Royalty.
So Anointed Royalty was created to basically teach women how to remove their mask. So it deals with women that have went through fear, shame, rejection, insecurities. And a lot of times what we do is we put this mask on to make ourselves look like we're okay, but we're really not. And so it teaches women to remove that mask and use that, whatever it is, that fear, shame, and rejection as their story to walk in their authentic self, so they can trade it for a crown of purpose.
That's good.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Y'all do like meetings and stuff like that? Or?
Yeah. So a little bit we do like Bible studies. We do different conversation series where you could just be real with other women and see that they struggling just like you are, and just be able to empower each other. And then every year there is a retreat called Unmasking the Damsel Within, and what that is they go, they have a mask that whatever it is, whether it's fear, shame, whatever that insecurity is. And we have this thing called Dinner with the King where they sit down and it comes from Esther. So when Esther went to go meet the king and revealed her enemy, so that mask is your enemy, and you're saying, hey, king, this is what's been holding me back, and I don't want this no longer. I want my crown so I can walk in my purpose.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. That sounds great.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
So what inspired you to actually step out and want to help others?
So Anointed Royalty, I've been having it in my spirit for, since 2010. But what really, really wanted me to do it was I came from an abusive marriage long ago. And so it wasn't a lot of help out there. A lot of people, again, wore that mask that says they were okay.
Yeah.
And, and so it was like, hey, we need somebody out here to be authentic, to show their journey. We always see the end result, but we don't never hear the journey. Yeah. So it made me want to, give back to other women and say, hey, I've been there, I've done that. This is how I did it. And you can do it.
Oh, that's excellent. That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right. So you had to go through that. But glad you came out on top and you helping others.
Absolutely. So, it really makes it. Sometimes we use our, things that we went through as like a stumbling block, but to me, it's a story of strength and how you overcome.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
So, what ways are you getting the word out about your business?
So we are actually revamping. So I had, have Instagram and Facebook and thing, and being new to it, it's like, you don't know what nobody want to see or whatever. So right. it was kind of like word of mouth type deal where, I have put out that we're getting ready to do this conversation series, did a couple of posts, but starting in June, we'll be revamping everything. So the website will come up where there'll be blogs and, Instagram and Facebook. And like I said, we'll be doing like different, we'll call it a prayer call if you want. Where it's in the morning. And again, we'll put that out on all social media aspects. And then again, other women will be able to say, hey, this is what I went through. I think you should come over. So doing it that way.
All right. You doing like live events on Facebook and stuff like that?
Yeah, so I haven't went live on Facebook yet. We'll be starting that up soon. But right now, what we did was our conversation series have been Zoom. It's been on Zoom, and we recorded and send that back out. Really more so because it's intimate, right? And so you don't really, when those women have to get comfortable with sharing their stories.
True. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And so after they get ready to share their stories, but like I said, coming up in June, we'll be doing stuff that's on Zoom, and it'll be Facebook Live as well. So
sweet. So we all know like it's tough running a business and it's tough being in the military sometimes. So what's it like running a business while in the military?
Well, for me, it's actually a little bit harder because as a flag rider, my schedule is not my own. My schedule is the admirals. So you find yourself running out of time. Like you trying to fit, like I call it playing Tetris with the schedule. Like you're trying to fit all this stuff in.
Yeah, I get you.
So it's kind of hard. And then like for us, when we have to transfer, you get stabled in that one area. And then now it's like you got to pick up and leave. So you got to kind of get your business to where you are mobile enough. You have that like headquarters, but you're mobile enough to be able to, flourish wherever you go. So I would say the hard part is finding time to do it.
Just like you said, play Tetris with the schedule.
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. Right. Absolutely.
So, has the military ever prevented you from serving a client or anything like that, having to cancel when you're?
I don't think it has ever prevented me. I always think of the military as my vehicle to be able to serve clients and things like that, because again, we get to travel for free, right? So you use that time where you got to go. Like I said, I've been all over the world from like everywhere, even in being stationed in those different places. I've been able to go to Bahrain and things. And I've always seen that when I get to those places, there's somebody there that I need to help or that I need to encourage and things like that. So I would say that the military has actually been the vehicle, hasn't really prevented me. Again, the only thing that prevents it is time. And just making sure that you're not premature in what you're doing.
That's great. So what are your goals in business, your end goal, if it is an end goal?
So I don't really think there's an end goal. My goal is to be able to help as many women as I possibly can. By 2024, be able to have like a resource center where they can go in and get like different things that'll help them, whether it be job resources or things like that. Yeah. So that's like one of the goals. But really, it's just a matter of being a help as many women as I can, and just help them to live their authentic truth. So
that's noble. Noble.
Yes.
So, what resources are you reading or watching to help you grow your business or to help others, or what would you recommend others read or watch?
So I have actually joined so many Facebook groups to be like the new blogger, starting a new business and things like that. Facebook is everything. But for real, like it's so many groups that you can join. You just have to be comfortable with being the newbie in it. Right. I actually just downloaded, they have like WordPress for dummies and things like that. So I've been reading books like that. I've been reading a lot of coaching books and things. I'm actually in training for life coaching and stuff. But I also find other businesses that inspire me. So kind of like, how we have mentors and things, there's other businesses that can be mentors for you. And so it's not like you're copying them, but you're looking at, watching their journey and seeing how they rose and fell and what can you learn from it. So those are the things that I do.
Yeah, using like a blueprint.
Absolutely. Yes, a blueprint. Yep. Mm-hmm.
So what would you say to people that would like to start their own business?
Count the cost. Count the cost for real. Make sure that you've really sat down and looked at everything that it entails. I'll ask a lot of questions. No question is a stupid question. And then be humble enough to say, like, I don't know everything. Be humble enough to take the criticism and make sure it's constructive criticism, of course, but make sure that you're able to, get with those people and say, hey, what am I doing? What am I doing wrong? Because like for me, I have a whole lot of good ideas and I have a whole lot of things that I want to do, but it's not necessarily time to do those things. So I always need to surround myself with people that will be like, okay, Chrishawn, that's great. However, try to do this first and then move on to something next. So, really, really count the cost to make sure that this is something that you want to do, that it is not like a fleeting thing and that you're going to invest the time that needs to be invested in making sure that it flourishes.
Most definitely. So, Chrishawn, like we're reaching the end of it. So if people want to reach you, where do they go?
So right now, like I said, we're revamping everything, but on Instagram it's Anointed Royalty 0824. On Facebook it's Anointed Royalty, and always by email, anointedroyalty824@gmail.com.
I got you. I appreciate it. All right. And thanks again for coming on. Is there anything you want to say to the people? Anything you want to?
No, I just thank you for having me. A shameless plug, June 5th, we'll be starting Breakfast with the King, which will be a Saturday morning prayer call for anybody that wants to join. You'll find the information on Anointed Royalties Facebook page and Instagram page, but it'll be 5 a.m. Pacific, 7 a.m. Central, and 8 a.m. Pacific, Eastern time. Well, other women will get on and we'll encourage each other, pray, and get a little word, and then that's it.
All right. I appreciate you again. And I thank you for coming on. You. And again, awesome. That's Chrishawn Smith, Senior Chief in the U.S. Navy, again, founder of Anointed Royalty, and she's empowering women, again, to trade their mask for a crown. I appreciate you.
Amen. Thank you.